Hello and welcome. We are dividing using partial quotients, okay? So essentially what we're doing is I try to make a pattern here with the 4. And what I want to do is, in the beginning, we're going to try and do this number over here, 4 times 10. Okay, 4 times 10 makes 40, so we're subtracting 104. We're subtracting 40 from 104, which gives us 64. Then we're going to do the same thing again. 4 times 10 is 40, and we're going to subtract 40 from 64, giving us 24. So we were able to subtract 4 10 times twice. Okay, so this is building off of the repeated subtraction. So now instead of subtracting 4 just one time each cycle, here we're subtracting 4 10 times each cycle. Now we couldn't do 10 times again, but how much could we do? How many times will 4 fit into 24 is 6. So essentially we take that product of 4 subtracted 10 times, 4 subtracted 10 times again, and 4 subtracted 6 times. So 4 was subtracted from 104 a total of 26 times. In other words, 104 divided by 4 is 26. Let's try another example. Now we can also do it in steps other than a factor of 10, right? So here we tried just in 4 times 10, subtracting 40 each time. So in this case, 6. Well, if we look at 26, about what is a factor? How many times would 6 fit into 26? Well, that would be about 4, and account for that extra 0 there. So 6 times 40 would be 240. Okay, 264, take away 240 is 24. Okay, so notice we took the 40 here and put it over there. And then we think, how many times does 6 fit into 24? Well, it fits there 4 times. Okay, so really what we're looking for is 44. So 6 was subtracted from 264 44 times. Or 264 divided by 6 is 44. Okay, so let's try that again. So you can either think about tens. How could we do this? So 2 times what fits into 130? What about 2 times 6, right? 2 times 6 would be 12. And now since we need to cover up this 0, we're going to uncover that 0. So 2 times really 60. Okay. So what is 2 times 60? That'd be 120. Let's find the difference there. 130 take away 120 would be 10. How many times does 2 fit into 10? That would be 2 times 5. 2 times 5 is 10. Do the difference, and we got down to our 0. So first we subtracted 2 from 130 60 times. Then we subtracted 2 from what was left over, 2 from 10, 5 more times. So 60 plus 5, 65. In other words, 130 divided by 2 is 65. Okay, so what if we try a new example here? So you can try using factors of 10. You could do 9 times 10, or how many times do you think 9 would fit into 18? You could do that as well. So you could do 9 times what would make 18? Well, 9 times 2 would make 18. Account for this extra spot here, since we're this ones place spot. So really it'd be 9 times 20 makes 180. Put the 20 here. So what is 9 times 20? That would be 180. What is the difference? 189 take away 180 leaves only 9. 9 times what makes 9? Well, 9 times 1 makes 9. So this 1 goes here. And we're adding 20 and 1 to make 21. In other words, 189 times 9 is 21, or 21 times 9 is 189. Okay, so this is using partial quotients is the skill that we're practicing now. Okay. Now, what about this one? So 4, how many times would 4 fit into, so we could try to fit it into 6, or we could try to fit it into 69. And there's a few different ways we could do it, as long as we follow the operation correctly. How many times would 4 fit into 60, let's say? So 4 would fit into 60 15 times, right? Let's try 4 times 15. 4 times 15 would give us 60. Okay, but really, what are we looking at there? So that would be 4 times 15 would be what? 4 times 15 is 60. Really, we're subtracting 600. So 692. So that's going to be the extra 0 that I was missing, right? Because we're trying to do 4 times 15 to make 60. Really, it's 4 times 150 to make 600. So we're going to put 150 here, and we're going to keep going. What is the difference? That's now 92. 692 take away 692. Okay. How many times does 4 fit into 90? If you're unsure, you could do tens again. So what is 4 times just 10? Okay, so you do 4 times 10 and subtract 40 again. 92 take away 40 would be 52. We can do the tens again as well. 4 times 10, another 10 over here. So we're going to subtract from 52, 40 again. What are we left with? 12. Now it gets a little bit of a smaller number. So 4 times what makes 12? Well, 4 times 3 makes 12. Make sure you add that 3 back over here. So what happens if we add all of these together? We get 173. Okay, so using that partial quotients method. So we earlier this week we did repeated subtraction. Now we did using partial quotients. Okay, so 692 divided by 4 is 173, or 4 times 173 makes 692. That's what we're looking for. 173. That was actually this answer here. This first answer was 173. Okay, thank you very much and have a great day.